And there I am, chewing on my toast without a care in the world. Good morning. How the hell are you? Yes, it's a little early, but the dog decided I needed to be up early. So here we are. I want to try something this morning, so bear with me. Hope everybody's having a, how do I find this? Where is this? New, interesting. Oh, that's a Napoleon. Okay, I understand one. Good morning. Well, good morning. Right? No, long time no see. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do something. I might get myself in trouble, but I already got myself thrown off TikTok yesterday. No, whatever. It's normal. It's normal for me to be thrown off TikTok, obviously. I didn't even know. What the hell? No, I know what I did. I do know what I did. I'm trying to see if I'm going to get booted off of a group. So, we're local to Defiance, Ohio, right? And when Facebook took off our ability to stream directly to our groups, it kind of really messed a lot of people up. And I used to stream to all of our groups, and with the connection and the engagement was amazing, right? But then they took that away from us because I don't know why. Facebook is always changing things, and it makes it extremely difficult for people that are working on Facebook to do so. So it occurs to me that while we've been in Defiance for 3.5 years, 3 years now, there's so many people that still don't know we're here. And we have people walk in daily going, I didn't even know your store was here, which, from an advertising perspective, really sucks. Because I put a lot out in advertising, but it's a matter of people also don't know what we do. So, and they have a lot of people have misconceptions about what kind of store we are or things like that. So I'm hoping that they'll let this go out onto Defiance so we can say hi Defiance to those that have not come in and welcome them in. This weekend is Rib Fest, so that's going to be a very busy weekend for us. It always is. And then Witches Brew is also another busy weekend, so we have some sales come up, stuff like that. But anyhow, all right, moving on. It is a beautiful day outside. The fog is just divine. Can't wait to drive through it. And I'm so excited. But I have to go to work after a little bit, so I can't. It's beautiful out to me. Actually, I actually like the energy out there. The feel of the morning is peaceful and quiet, and what else can we ask for, right? Last night's class. Good morning, Mystic. I'm wonderful. How are you? Last night's class, we do a free class once a month, right? And last night's class was on grounding, centering, and protecting. So that class will be in the group, the group on our webpage tonight. I didn't get it up this morning. So if you go to the mymysticallife.com right here, you'll see that you can join the group. And that's where that is going to be later. The last class is already up there. I also have a bonus meditation up there to help you find your center. Because why is finding your center so important? Because it is the core of who you are. It is finding the peace that so many of us look for on a daily basis, or strive for within our lives. And sometimes we miss that mark. So centering is really, really important. I go over it a lot in the class because, we're taught to ground and we're taught to protect, but not always do we center. And I feel it's incredibly, incredibly, incredibly important. And so does Archangel Metatron. All right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, anyways, uh, if you guys are on a group, please let me know. Look up at the top and see, are you at the Mystical Moons? Are you at the Mystical Moons group? Let me know because I am trying to figure out. Um, I'm just trying to figure it out. I just need to know where everybody is. I would appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. All right. If everybody could share with a friend, invite a friend, share to your page. I'm supposed to do that. That's what my son says. I don't talk about engagement enough. If we could engage, that'd be great. And let's get our morning started here really quickly because this is going to be a short morning. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who is here. What do we have going on while I'm waiting for that to filter through? Sunday at 4:00, right here, right here on our pages. Okay, My Mystical Life with the Mystical Moons. You can go to the Mystical Moons and find the event. We have a 40% off clearance. Everything going across the screen on Sunday at 4:00 is 40% off. All right. So if you're local, you can say, hey, I'll pick it up. You don't have to worry about it. No shipping on that. But 40% off Sunday, 4:00. It's going to be crystals. It's going to be a little bit of everything. So don't miss that. I need to clean this room. Kind of excited about that because we need to get some stuff off of our shelves and move some stuff around. We have a lot of new stuff coming in the next week and a half. Probably have a flood of stuff come in today. So a bunch of new statues and refreshing some stuff. And I think in October, I know people are like, well, she talks a lot. In October, we're going to do something. We already have for local Defiance, we have the Mediumship Gothic tea is going to be in on the 31st, right? So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you've never been to a Gothic tea, you're invited to either dress up or not. And it is connecting with the other side, finding loving messages from the other side. Just a wonderful, wonderful, fun evening. I think we need to do a table tipping next month. Okay. But the other thing is I want to do a craft. Anybody in for a craft? So I want to do either smudge wand making, which we haven't done in like 2 years, or spirit art, where we paint our spirit guides and there's no talent needed. Anyways, good morning. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go with Marcia Brewer this morning. How are you, Marcia? I'm not going to do it, but it plays in the head, right? Brady Bunch plays in the head. Cannot help it. Not going to do it out loud. But it just plays in the head. Okay, here we go. Oh, Marcia. I want to start with I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on one second. It's a Bette Midler song. Wait. Some say love it is. No, it's not. It's a Dolly Parton song. The Rose. The Rose. Marcia. I'm so sure you are tired of hearing that in your life. I have the song The Rose. But they want it to be the Bette Midler version of it, but it's the specific song The Rose, and they want to talk about how poignant love, whether it be for anybody. It doesn't have to be like love like for a spouse or in a relationship like that, but they're talking about love that you feel for somebody and how sometimes that feels like a double-edged sword. But it also, I feel like this has a meaning behind it, like somebody in your family really, really liked this song. It is such a special song. It really is, Jenny. She poured so much of herself. And honestly, I'm not sure if Dolly Parton is the first. I don't know if she wrote the song or if she was the first performer of the song. the first time I heard it, well, no, I probably heard it with Dolly Parton because my mom was huge Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. But specifically, Marsha, they want you to listen to this song, and whoever it reminds you of, I need you to know that person's there. Okay. They're like, this song is special. And I never get this song when I'm doing readings. So that really kind of steps forward for me and says, pay attention to that. Right? Pay attention to that. Okay. Moving on. I'm not moving on yet. I'm pulling a card for you. First time you heard it was right after you. Kat, let me tell you, I am not in the mood. It's not even my cat. Nope, not that one. And the reason, Marsha, I think I need to tell you that you're loved. You know that? Sometimes we wander through life and we feel unappreciated or unloved for whatever reason. I need you to know that somebody you thought that didn't take advantage of you but didn't appreciate you or treat you the way that you felt you should have been treated, they absolutely. Your mama, you used to sing it toward you used to sing it to her. I also need you to know that there's an unconditional love that sometimes it may not have seemed like that, but absolutely unconditional. I'm glad that you understand who it is, because I don't think I've really used the rose before when they use songs to come across. And which I'm also supposed to say queen. Does that make sense, Marsha? Queen? I want to know if it makes sense in the form of anything, like the band, the queen, the whatever. I'm supposed to say something about being a queen. Does that make sense? His name is Billy. Your cat's pain in the ass. His name's Billy. This is how I get suspended off TikTok, by the way. I read everybody's comments. It was my fault the other day, though. I did drop the F-bomb because I was mad about something. And I'm not one to filter. And I just went, bleh. I was just off suspension. Good morning, Heather. Does queen mean anything to you, Marsha? And if it doesn't, that's okay. You totally can say no. We learn within our nose. But I have to, the reference, good morning. The reference to queen is she would call me Queen. Queen Marsha when I was being a shit. Okay, perfect. Because that's exactly, she just gave me queen. And normally it would have come with a song because it was the feeling of queen. It had a lot behind it. But she didn't give me music. So she just wants you to know that's just more validation that it's her. And I'm supposed to tell you that there's one point in life that you feel like you're just not hitting the mark on, and you don't have to. I'm giving you a pass. You don't have to cover all of the bases. You don't have to be the all, the everything. All right. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to ask somebody else to do something for you, because it's really, really important that you don't deplete yourself in that way. Okay. I hope that's helpful. So again, you guys, we are streaming to a couple different places today. We're doing some groups. We're doing some local groups, a local group actually to Defiance, Ohio. So if you are watching from Defiance, Ohio, and you've not been into the Mystical Moons, we're not super scary. We are actually a lot of fun. So come on in, meet us. We've been here for 3 years, and we're pretty easy to get along with. Anyhow, what do we have going on? Saturday is Ribfest. We will have multiple readers in on Ribfest. So we'll have a bunch of people in that day doing readings and covering the crowd because there's a huge crowd. Thank you, Marsha. I'm glad to hear that, actually. And then Sunday, we have a 40% off clearance. Does not matter what goes over the bench, over the sale desk on Sunday, 4:00 on the Facebook Live, we are having a 40% off clearance. I have a bunch of new stuff coming in, and I want to clear off some of the shelves, and we're probably going to be on for a while, putting stuff across the table. So I can't tell you what's going to be on the table because I don't know. I just don't know yet. Matter of fact, it'll just be what I grab. It'll just be what I grab. Because there's so many crystals, you guys. So many crystals. But there's also new statues coming in, so filter out some of the old fairies and things like that. Moving on. All right, everybody. Woohoo! Here we go. Almost choked on my own spit because I like to, mix it up in the morning. All right, everybody. Can I get a whoop whoop? Good morning. Last night's class was on grounding, centering, protecting. Once a month, we do a free class on intuitive development. And last night was ground, center, protect. If you go to My Mystical Life page, the My Mystical Life, right here, .com, there's a graphic on there about joining the group. That's where you'll find the classes if you don't get to attend the live class. Okay. Diana. Ooh, Diana. What do you have going on? Because I am moving over to the tarot. I actually didn't even pull a card. Her mom didn't need a card. Her mom's like, I got this. I got this. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Diana. Good morning, Billy Ann. Good morning, Jacqueline. Diana's like, shit, here it comes. Diana. Oh, Diana, what are you worried about? Quit worrying about things. Why are you worried? Let it go. I need you to start looking on the positive side. They're like, come on. There's so many wonderful things that you're not looking at. You have to look at the wonderful things. Let go of the shit that's not serving you right now. That's not your that's not your stuff. That's not your stuff. You've put yourself into a position where you feel like it's your stuff. I miss you too, Billy Ann. How far are you from Davenport, Illinois? I haven't prepped for that at all. You're still trying to dust yourself off with the eclipses. I didn't get affected by them. I was on vacation. I think that's why I didn't get affected, because I was very, very relaxed. Like, I didn't pick up my computer until the day and a half before we come home. If you know me, this is unheard of. Like, unheard of. The whole time, my computer was like, but I miss you. Everything that you have in life, Diana, you've worked really, really hard for. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Right? Be there for yourself. You don't have to struggle with other people's garbage. It's hard for you because your heart just goes, I want to help. But sometimes you have to go, I got to take care of this. And you need to do that because you've been taking care of a lot of other people for a very long time. So it's time to start taking care of yourself and enjoying things, opening your eyes and seeing the things that are right there in front of you that you should have joy for, and finding new things to be excited about. You have new things that are popping up that you could go, holy shit, look at that. Look at the things I can do. Maybe 3 hours. Yeah, it's a long ways too. We're going to be at Paracon, which is it's called the Rockport Paracon. But we're going to be in there for the weekend. And we are going to have fun. Good morning from the UK. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Thorne. So, Diana, you can't pair. You need to start cherry picking. Like, what do you want to be involved in? And if you're in something waist deep and it's stressful, why are you there? And who's going to throw you the branch to help you get out, and then you move on? You just start to dust yourself off. I get it. Okay. Melbourne, Australia. Republic of Kylie. I like it. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? So, once again, Sunday on this Bat channel, we are doing a 40% off clearance, and it could be anything. If you guys don't know, for those that don't know, we actually own a metaphysical store. Such a pretty piece. I should take it back to the shop. I just haven't done it. And it could be anything from herbs to statues to incense. Who knows? I don't know. I can clear out some incense. All right. I thought I was doing that. Well, if I guess the shit in the back of my mind is lingering. Yeah, it's time to start letting go of a lot of little things. What?
I'm just stupid.
Okay. All right. I'm calling. I had her. I know the sale's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to go for a while. Thank you, Loretta. We do have a lot of things. Hold on. Kathy Newman. Kathy Newman. Hold on one second. Oh.
Okay. Going anywhere yet?
Okay. Kathy Newman. Hi, Kathy. How are you today? Is it a good day? It's a good day for moving along. I got to do karaoke while I was on vacation. I only did one song. But I was sicker than a dog. I was so sick, but it was an accident. We pulled into a pizza place to meet and have dinner with friends because we have friends across the country because Sam's job took us a little bit of everywhere. And we used to do a lot of traveling. And anyways, we don't as much anymore. But so we stopped to meet them for dinner. And then there was karaoke there. And I was like, and I haven't been able to sing like really because on here I kind of, but I do like to do karaoke. And I was so sick. I was so sick. Sick. I was really sick. And I'm like, but I'm doing it, damn it. So I got up and I did one song and I was like, that's enough. That's enough. But it was a lot of fun. Anyways, yes, it has been a long time, Kathy. I want to, this is so funny. I want to know if you're listening to your little angel and your little devil on your shoulders because you're like, I have some information over here. And then it's just, oh gosh, the internal dialogue feels so real. Like we're like, oh yes, this is going to be a great day. Well, son of a bitch, why didn't they do that? Kind of things. We all have that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Did you know? Did you know that there are some people that don't have internal dialogue? They have no conversation going in their head. Like I go through my day and it's too confusing for me to have like the radio on and the television on all the time because I have so many conversations going on in my head that I get overstimulated. But there's some people that don't have that at all. It blows my mind. Kathy, on the other hand, is not one of those people. But they're talking about you're clairaudient. You're very, very clairaudient. So some of the conversations you're having within your own energetic field are not actually conversations that you're doing with yourself. When we have self-talk, even if we're talking to guides, angels, ascended masters, whatever, it's always going to sound like our own voice in our head. And this is the clairaudience is not like Hollywood. All right. That's what our first class was talking about in the group for this series. Hollywood. This is not Hollywood. I know, right, Marcia? Is that on? You don't have internal talk, Joanne? You don't have internal dialogue? And I'm like serious because to me, life goes this way, and it can be so incredibly overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. But for Marcia, what I'm saying is she has this clairaudience where she's actually talking to guides on the other side. And so pay attention to your pronouns, Kathy. Are you saying me and I or you and we when you talk to yourself? Wow, Joanne, you're like the unicorn. I cannot imagine how peaceful life is. Honestly, that's amazing to me. It really is. Haley says her husband doesn't have it either, but mine is strong. It's consistent talking all the time, right, Haley? All the time. Oh my God, it's exhausting. But so, Kathy, pay attention to how you're talking to yourself as well. That's what they're doing with this little angel and this little devil. Make sure you're talking to yourself with a little angel. Be really, really sweet to yourself. I don't know. I wouldn't know how it'd be either. Kat, I will kill you. Okay, not really. Not really. Okay. Oh, see, I would be banned off TikTok. It's that easy. Anyhow, and I'm frozen. So, Kathy, you can watch this over and just pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself. Always talk wonderfully to yourself because you are a beautiful energy. Oh, holy crap, there's your card. And you're always somebody moving forward in thought. Always. This is what that card says. Move forward. And then it's all about the intelligence and all about the thought processes, all about those things. Because you are, I like this one. You are inspired in thought from the other side, passionate about things from the other side. So it's okay to have the internal dialogue. Just don't live in the emotion of it. Okay? Don't take and invest yourself in negativity. Always listen to the positive side. And by the way, the more you listen to that as a guide, as a clear audience, the more they'll give you. The more conversation you start, the more they'll actually have a dialogue with you where you just can have a conversation rather than just like that. I know. Who in here has internal dialogue? Oh my God, it's nonstop. 4 o'clock this morning, the dog had to pee and I woke up with internal dialogue. And it wasn't happy dialogue either. I'm not going to tell you I'm all life, love, and light and unicorn farts. I was pissed at 4 o'clock this morning. I just woke up mad. And it wasn't always at the dog. Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, well, I need to go to work. And I know, right? Okay, Jennifer. I don't understand. I'm hoping it's a joke. Everybody. I didn't even know I knew Kid Rock. He has one song I really like. Well, he probably has a lot of songs I really like, but I don't know. All right, everybody. Oh, you're going to pick up your order today. Gotcha. All right. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And hopefully we'll see you guys on Sunday if I don't talk to you tomorrow. But tomorrow is Rib Fest and it's kind of like a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a reading, you're local to Defiance. We do have multiple readers in tomorrow. And we will talk to you guys later. All right. Bye, everybody.